Hi everyone. While we wait for you guys to join, I just want to start chit-chatting just so that I don't take too much of your time if you're watching this after the live. So it's been over a month, I believe, since my last video, and it's been crazy busy around here. I'm a one-man person. I do most of it all by myself, and it's been pretty crazy. I started doing the beds, let's see, by myself, hand shoveling, one shovel at a time, and it was just taking too long. So thankfully we got a bobcat borrowed, and we were a little bit more strategic. I got one of my daughters to help me use the bobcat, so we taught her how to do it so that she would use the bobcat, load the cart for me, and then I can dump in the beds. So we've got most of all the beds filled except for the last row over there, because I ran out of soil and I still have the same problem with the, what is it called, runoff. So let me show you what I have. So I still have this problem that I haven't fixed, and I need to fix it with a retention wall, and that's going to cost me quite a bit because this is a 70-foot wall and it takes a lot. And I've already spent so much more money than I expected. Obviously, it goes that way. Hi everyone who's joined. Ask me all the questions. I will start taking a look. Let's see. Okay. So ask me questions. I will show you whatever you want to see. I'm just going to be chit-chatting. Yeah. Let's see what else. So I've been doing that. I'm going to leave those just to the end because I need to fix that, and I'm afraid that if I fill them that I'll have an issue with raising them. They might be a little bit lower than I anticipated, but it's okay. Everything else, see, the irrigation is done on most of the beds. I do have one problem that I wasn't expecting. So there's a piece on the irrigation that is leaking, and it's the main piece. So I haven't been able to run the irrigation, so I've been hand watering in the mornings at 5 o'clock in the morning for about 30 minutes every day just to get some of these things watered. Let me show you what I have, because I have some stuff. Okay, I will say that this looks pretty sad. It does look pretty sad, and obviously it's new soil, so there's not all kinds of good stuff like there should be at the beginning. And where I usually get my compost, they haven't been able to give me any, so it doesn't have as much compost, so these look a little deficient. But I do have some sweet peppers, and then I'm growing, I think there was something growing in here, but see how they're looking terrible. That's just what happens with new soil that doesn't have all the good stuff. I might have some beans here soon. Let's see what else. Oh, I was gonna show you progress over here. We've got something exciting. So I was able to keep some of the plants because my dogs are out here already and they're not messing. Well, actually the deer is not coming in here anymore, which that's what I was hoping for. And look what I have. The end of September, I have a watermelon. Oh my God, hold on. Give me a second. I saw a comment come through and I forgot. Okay, I see you, Grow Family Network. Who else is here? Carol. Oh, don't go away. I bought hose and sprayer at the Medina. Oh, the Medina fertilizer. Okay, good. I'm glad. Let me know how it works. I'm loving it so far. I can see from 1 week to another, I see progress. So the Medina has to grow is really good fertilizer. I also just started using it for the lawn on the Pavilion side, and I think the grass is looking really good. Let me show you over here. I've got, sorry about that. Look, I've got an eggplant. So something is growing here. I actually have a couple. And I have some tomatoes. Yesterday I saw one ripen down here, these cherry tomatoes. Oh, I don't know where it's at anymore. I was gonna come pick at it. Okay, but there are some cherry tomatoes there. The only zinnia that's here that was left is about to bloom. I've got some peppers here. So I've got some stuff that I'll harvest pretty soon. This one fell, but we're getting some things. Let's see. I don't know if y'all watched me on Instagram. And I don't know if you remember, but I ended up having 2 roosters. So we have 2 roosters and they're pretty loud. You might hear them. And no eggs yet, so we're waiting for that. Ask me questions, ask me questions. Do y'all wanna know what the progress is on the pavilion? I'm gonna take y'all over there just because that's where I've been. Basically, long story short, moved here, we've been here 5 months, got a new job. We've done all these projects, trying to get ready for fall. And the pavilion took, what, a month longer than expected. And that is gonna bring us in some income. So that was priority. Sorry if I'm getting all dizzy, but I wanted to show you how it looks because actually today is the official day that the contractors are done. My husband, he's an electrician and he's got a couple things that he's wrapping up. But here we are. Oh, Carol, how are the girls liking the new house? Oh, they love it. They love it. They don't miss anything on the old house, even though I will say we did have a large house. It was 4,000 square feet. This house is 2,800 square feet, so it's much smaller. They don't have a game room. They do miss that, but overall, they'll never go back. They don't even like to go into subdivisions anymore because they just feel crammed. So I'm excited about that. Oh, so let me show you. Here's the pavilion. Hi, see you. Look at Layla. So this is what it looks like. This is 40 by 20 on this side. But we really love this look. And the color, that's one of the things that we did do. I had a girls' weekend 2 weekends ago, and that was a lot of fun. How's the new puppy doing? Aw, thank you. The new puppy's great. She's a little wild. She is. She's a lot more to deal with than our older dog, which is a male. The female, she's very lovable, but she's a little wild. To tell you that when I go back over there on the other side of the house, we have a little mini fridge in a stand. It's a little bit up high. My husband keeps his beer out there. Yeah, she opened the mini fridge. All the beer came out. She got into one. Thankfully, probably only drank a little bit of it. She was a little sleepy, but yeah, that's Sailor. This is the other side. Let me flip it. This was the part that took a long time. So I haven't gone in here, but these restrooms are now complete. So we have 2 restrooms. Complete as in they're functional, the walls, the floor is done. They're pretty good sized restrooms. My husband's gonna finish those pieces soon. But this is what I've been doing. And to tell you that, you know, I get home at like 6 p.m. and I have an hour or 2 to do what I need to get done. A lot of that time last week was just watering this grass. It's just the normal stuff. We laid out these railroad tracks for parking. That was 2 days ago. And then let's see what else. I'm gonna take you over to the other side. I don't want to take too much of your time, but if you have any more questions, ask me questions. Thank you, Rosa. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of what it looks like on this side. The sun is not as, what am I trying to say? The sunset is at 8 o'clock and it used to be at 9:30. This morning was the first morning that it was chilly. So 65 degrees, I think, in the morning. And we're still getting high of 90s, 91s, 92 degrees Fahrenheit average during the day. So it's still pretty hot. Let's see. Okay. So if you haven't seen, we did add this fence for the pups. And I'll call her right now so you can see her. Wrong way. She does get into the beds. Thankfully, only the empty ones. There she goes. Hi. Hey. So she's almost as big as AJ. Sorry. Are you planning on adding any more animals to the family? Actually, I was just talking to my husband about that because I mentioned earlier I need a lot of compost and it's not cheap to buy it. The place where I used to get it, they've been super busy, so I haven't been able to go get some there, and it's cheap there. It's alpaca manure. So I told my husband, I was like, hey, I think we need our goats and our sheep sometime soon so that I can get their poop. And he's like, well, we're ready for them. We can get them tomorrow. I'm like, no, we're not there yet. I'm going to show you where they're going to be. So this is our well, but look at that coral vine. It's so pretty. So see in the back, that's where they're going to be. Full-time jar chores, Carol. Yeah, that's why I had to take a break, Carol. It's something. Okay. Whoops, sorry. All right. So all of this area, the chickens are there. And all this area, there's a lot back there that needs to be cleaned up. But basically, from that fence all the way to this area is all going to be for animals. Sheep and goats is what I want because I can actually put their manure straight. It's not hot. And that's what I want. I need to really develop the soil. It's lacking all the nutrients. Right now I'm gonna add as much as I can just to get things going, to get the roots in, to get some of that photosynthesis, well, not from the plants, but from the plants to the roots so they can feed the soil and get all those microbes in there started. Right now, bare soil is not a good idea. So we're gonna try to do that. Now, thankfully, the pavilion is done. This weekend is gonna be our quote-unquote grand opening, and then it's ready. So if you're in the area, if you need a place to party, let me know and you'll be able to see me because I'll be here. Questions before we head out? I want to show you the chickens. Elisa, you deserve and need that little break. Yes, thank you. I do. I still feel exhausted. Like, I know my anxiety is sitting on my chest. So I'm trying to get some breaks here and there. Do you have any advice for nectarines and peaches? I want to start an orchard. Kevin, I would say it's a good time to start when they're dormant. Get them bare root, and if you Google Azure Farm, they have a really good blog post on what to do to get your trees started in a quicker way. Basically, you dig a really big hole, but you have to have the manpower or the equipment to do it. Dig a really big hole and you put layers of stuff inside, so that you give the tree everything that it needs for the first year and a half, and it will boost its growth. Other than that, full sun, and at the first 6 months or so, watering it really well, especially if it's in the heat of the summer. I can't wait for next year. Y'all stay tuned, because in the winter months I will be planning the orchard. Now that I have the pavilion and we have the parking established, I will know where I can put fruit trees. And I was hoping to have more of an orchard look, but it might just be like clusters of trees all around, just to try to utilize as much of the space that I have. But anyways, let me show you our chickens and our roosters so that you can see how they're doing. We still have our ducks. What about your warm farm? And okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed about my worm farm. They're dead. That's just the facts. They're dead. I have to start from scratch again, but I am. And I have the right place for it. The side of the house, the porch, is the north side, and it doesn't get the harsh sun. It's not too hot, and then it'll be covered from the winter, and it's gonna be close to the house, to the kitchen, so I don't have excuses, and it's gonna go well. I already know it. I'm definitely gonna have them, and they're gonna be somewhere there. Right now I had them over there, and yeah, out of sight, out of mind. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be doing more lives because that is what I can squeeze in. So I'm going to post more of a schedule so that you guys can plan it if you want to ask me more questions. And next time you want to see anything, just let me know and I'll run over and show you. Hope you guys have a great evening. I'll catch you on the next one. How do we end this? Okay.